Yo, what up YouTube? Alone So Q here. Do a quick video. This might actually be my only quick video. I just wanted to talk about Gary Johnson real quick. And today's the election. I actually went and voted a couple weeks ago, but now good as time as any to talk about why I voted for Gary Johnson. Even though I criticized him a little bit, I think like many libertarians, I think he dropped the ball a little bit. I wish he would have done his research better. I wish he'd have been better prepared. I honestly think he did a better campaign in 2012 than he did this time, but he's doing 5 times better than he did in 2012. So a lot of people are complaining, but the reality is this is the best showing of the Libertarian Party in decades. I think this is the best third party showing since Ross Perot. So don't be discouraged, especially because we're on the cusp of 5%, and 5% gets us automatic ballot access across the country, if we get it across the country. But here in New Mexico, we are going to hit 5%. I think the polling was at 10% or something like that. So if we hit that 5%, that is going to help us so much in the state of New Mexico. I don't think people realize how desperately we need the Libertarian Party here in New Mexico, because we are falling behind. We are falling behind badly, and it's because the Democrats and the Republicans are leaving us behind, especially the Democrats, because this is sort of a blue state. And, you know, for instance, on my ballot, there were 7 Democrats running unopposed. 7, it might have been 6. It was 6 or 7 Democrats unopposed on my ballot. And that could very easily change, man. We could have libertarians on there that actually want to balance the budget and leave us with a surplus. We could have libertarians on there that want to give us our liberties, our personal liberties, our economic liberties. There's no reason that on the other side of the Colorado boundary, these guys have money for their schools. These guys are producing jobs. They're producing taxes based off of cannabis and legalizing that and moving forward with the future and not getting caught in the old days. All this prohibition comes from racist nonsense. It comes from statist nonsense. They're trying to control people's lives. And we're behind the curve, and this is all just apathy, man. How the heck does Oregon get it? How the heck does Washington and California and Colorado, how are these different places getting this stuff on the ballot and we're not? It's because we let Democrats, we just give them the reins and think that they're going to take care of us, but they're not. And neither are the Republicans. They're not the answer to this either. The answer is libertarians, and it starts with voting for Gary Johnson, because if he gets that percentage of the vote here in New Mexico, it's going to make it that much easier for libertarians to get on the ballot, and we won't have these people running uncontested. Think about that, man. When you go to vote and there's not even a second person to vote for, we're well on the way to communist America, to some kind of one-party rule. That's where we're headed, man, and it's already on your ballot. When you've got 7 fucking people running unopposed, that's a problem, man. That's a problem. And Republicans aren't going to solve the problem. Libertarians are going to solve this problem. So vote for Gary Johnson. I did, partly because of this reason, partly because he's the best candidate. He reflects what I believe more than anybody else. I believe in limited government. I believe in personal liberties and personal responsibility. So I'm a big fan of libertarianism, but it's beyond just my ideology. This is the group that's going to help us move forward as a state, and we desperately need it. We're always in the state of a budget crisis. We need people who are willing to work to balance the budget, give us a surplus, and beyond that, to legalize freedom in this state. Let us compete with states like Colorado, because we're getting left behind, and it's because of our politicians. Step 1 is vote for Gary Johnson. Step 2 is start filling these uncontested competitions with libertarians, so we can get our beliefs and our message out there that liberty is best. The freer the market, the freer the people, free minds and free markets. You know, that's what this is all about. Getting people their individual liberty, their right to spend their money how they want, to live their life the way they want. And that's what libertarianism is all about. So go Gary Johnson. He already got my vote. And I left all those spaces blank. If there's a Democrat running uncontested, they did not get my vote, because that is a vote of confidence. I have no confidence in one party rule. So vote Gary Johnson. Let's get libertarians on the ballot in the future. Let's take this state back, and let's put ourselves in a place where we're not just complaining about how it's so shitty and poor here, and let's start taking action to make us a competitive actor on the stage of the whole nation. You know, we should be right there with Colorado. We shouldn't be letting them put us to shame in liberty and in job creation. So it starts by voting for Gary Johnson. I hope you're out there in the polls, and look, you know, don't listen to people who tell you a vote for Gary Johnson is a vote for Trump or is a vote for Hillary Clinton. It's a vote for Gary Johnson. It's a vote for freedom. It's a vote for the Constitution. It's a vote for the future. So get out there and vote. Tell me what you think. Peace and love, gente. Like, subscribe. You know what it is. Take care.